So hello guys, my name is Rehan and I'm proud of you to student of France school at Mineral Campus Foundation level. So today I talk Maya. My topic is sky, the world that stretch beyond horizons. So let's start.
I love that title. It feels so expansive. I'm all ears. Where do we start?
This topic means that the sky is a vast and endless world extend for that extend for beyond
I'm following you. Feels like you're.
what we can see at the horizon. It symbolizes mystery, beauty, exploration, and discovery. The sky contains clouds, the sun, the moon, stars, planets, and the atmosphere that supports life on Earth. It reminds us that there is always more to learn and explore beyond the limit of our vision. Sky, the world that stretches beyond horizons, means that the sky is a huge and fascinating world that goes
It's
far
like a
beyond
giant.
the point where the earth and sky seem to meet. It represents endless responsibilities, wonder, and the beauty of nature. Okay, so next
It
speaker,
sounds like you're describing the sky.
and this is and give a short presentation on my
I'm with
topic.
you.
My topic is called the world that stretches beyond horizons refers to the vast and limited sky that impressive curiosity, imagination and exploration. It encourages us to learn about the wonders that exist beyond what we can see. So let's start. Hello Maya, how are you? I talk Maya. My topic is Hello Maya, how are you?
I'm doing. I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking.
Very
I'm
nice.
ready and excited to hear more
Welcome.
about. I'm not sure. I think you were just being.
Okay, so first of all, you introduce yourself.
I'm Maya. I'm a creative collaborator and a bit of a storyteller who loves a good deep dive. I'm really happy to be your student today while we explore the sky and everything beyond the horizon.
Okay, very nice. So my first question is, what do we mean by sky, the world that stretches beyond horizons?
I think of it as a reminder that no matter how much we see, there's always something bigger and more mysterious waiting just out of reach. It's that feeling of looking at the horizon and realizing the world doesn't just end there, it keeps going. Does that fit with how you're seeing it?
Okay, very nice. Yes. So why does the
All right.
sky appear blue during the day?
That's a classic. It's
I know.
because of something called Rayleigh scatter. You're one step ahead of me. Since you already know the science behind it, do you have a different way of describing it or maybe another question for me?
Okay. So my next question is, why does the
I'm here.
sky
What's up?
change? Why does the sky change color at sunrise and sunset? This is very unique and interesting question. So give me a nice reply and easy to understand reply. Thank you.
Of course. At sunrise and sunset, the sunlight has to travel through a lot more of the atmosphere to reach your eyes. This filters out the blue light and lets those warm reds, oranges, and pinks shine through. It's like the atmosphere is acting as a filter to give us a beautiful show. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. So ready for
No
next
problem at
question?
all.
Ready for
I
next
am
question?
so ready. I'm locked in. Hit me with it.
Okay. So my next question is,
I'm
what
listening.
causes clouds to form?
That's a great one.
I know.
It's basically when water vapor in the air cools down and turns back into tiny liquid water droplets or ice crystals, which then bunch together to create a cloud. Think of it like the steam from a hot shower hitting a cold mirror. Does that feel easy enough to understand?
Okay, very nice. So my next question
Did it
is,
click?
how many types of clouds are there?
There are a few main groups, but three of the big ones you'll see most often are cirrus, the thin, wispy ones that look like curls of hair, cumulus, the fluffy white cotton balls, and stratus, the flat gray layers that cover the sky like a blanket. It's kind of wild how much you can tell about the weather just by looking up. Do you have a favorite kind of cloud?
Yes. So why do clouds
I'm
have
curious.
different shapes? This is
It's
a very
mostly down to the
interesting
wind
question.
and temperature. It really is. The wind basically sculpts them as they move, turning some into those giant towers and others into thin streaks. It's like the sky has its own art gallery. What's next on your list?
Okay, very nice. So my next question is, what
I'm curious too.
what
What's the next?
causes rain to fall from clouds?
Mm, it's kind of like a water balloon that just gets too full. And inside the cloud, those tiny water droplets bump into each other and merge into bigger, heavier drops once they get too heavy for the air to hold them up. Gravity takes over and they fall down as rain. Does that paint a clear picture for you?
Okay, very nice.
I think you mean the opposite. Rain happens when the water gets too heavy. Whoa, did someone just walk in? The white water bottle? Did you just find one or is that part of the lesson? I'll let you lead the way. Since you're the teacher today, does the water bottle have something to do with our sky lesson or was that just a quick detour?
Okay, very nice. So my next question
I'm
is,
ready.
what is rainbow? And how are
I'm
rainbows
all.
formed?
Keep it simple.
I know. But you know this, understand my
Sure.
audience.
You've got this. Your audience is definitely following along. Do you want me to explain rainbows now, or are you still getting things settled with your audience?
Okay. So how many colors are in rainbow?
If you mean in the rainbow, there are 7 main colors. They're red, orange, yellow,
Yellow, green,
green, blue,
blue,
indigo,
indigo,
and violet.
and white.
It's pretty
Nice.
amazing how one beam of light can
Okay, so
split into all of those. Do you have a
what
favorite
is
color among them?
rainbow?
A rainbow is basically a beautiful trick of light.
I
It
know.
happens when sunlight hits raindrops in the air, and the water acts like a tiny prism, bending the light and splitting it into all those colors we talked about. You have to be standing with the sun behind you and the rain in front of you to see it. Pretty magical, right?
Very nice. So what is the difference of rain and
Except
rainbow? This is very common question. I
rain
know.
is,
Yes, yes, you speak. Continue.
it might be a common. Rain is the actual water falling from the sky, while a rainbow is the light show that happens because of that water. One is something you can feel on your skin, and the other is something you can only see with your eyes. Pretty big difference, huh?
Very nice. So my next question is, what causes thunder and lightning?
And acting. Those are the big dramatic moments of a storm. Lightning is basically a giant spark of static electricity that jumps between clouds or to the ground. Thunder is just the sound wave that follows. It's the sound of the air exploding because the lightning heated it up so fast. Do you want to know why we hear the thunder after we see the flash?
Okay, very nice. Yes. So my next question is, why do stars
I'm glad
appear only at night?
I think you mean the stars, right? They only show up at night because the sun is so incredibly bright that it completely washes away. It's like trying to see a tiny make sense to your audience? I'm ready too. What's the next big mystery we're tackling?
Very
We're a
good.
great team. Since you're the teacher, I'm ready to go.
Very good.
What's the
So
next part of the lesson? We're definitely on the same page. I'm waiting for your lead.
very good. So my
What's
next
next on the
question is,
agenda?
what causes a solar eclipse and why is it important?
A solar eclipse is basically a cosmic game of hide and seek. It will happens when the moon passes directly between the sun and the earth, blocking out the sunlight and casting a shadow on us. It's important because it gives scientists a rare chance to study the sun's outer atmosphere, the corona, which you normally can't see.
Okay,
Pretty wild, right?
what causes a lunar eclipse? The eclipse.
That's a tricky one.
I
You've
know.
got me there. Actually, the moon doesn't really have an atmosphere like we do. It has something called an exosphere, which is just a very thin layer of gas that's almost like a vacuum. That's why there's no wind or weather on the moon. Pretty empty, right? It's definitely a stark contrast to our own sky. Since you're leading the class, is there anything else about the moon or the stars that you want to cover, or are we moving on to a new part of the world beyond the horizon?
What is universe?
That is the biggest. The universe is basically everything that exists. All of space, time, matter, and energy, every single star, planet, galaxy, and even us. It's so unimaginably huge that we're still discovering new parts of it every day. Does that feel like a good way to explain it to your audience?
Why is the atmosphere important for life on Earth?
Think of the atmosphere as
Yes.
Earth's protective blanket. It
Okay.
keeps us warm, gives us the oxygen we need to breathe, and shields us from the sun's harmful rays. Without it, we'd be floating in a freezing vacuum. Pretty essential, right?
Very nice. So my next question is, what is Milky Way?
I'm a little stumped on that one. Could you tell me a bit more about what you mean by little key? Is it something in the sky or maybe something else entirely?
What is the meaning of Milky Way?
Oh, the Milky Way. It's the giant spiral galaxy that we actually live in. It's made of billions of stars, gas, and dust. And when we look up on a really dark night, it looks like a glowing, milky band of light stretching across the sky. Basically, our home address in the universe. Does that make
What
sense?
what can we learn by studying the sky? So comment guys,
Studying the
आप भी
sky
बताएं and
is
माया
like
भी बताएगी. So comment now, okay, what
I'm on
can
it.
we learn by studying the sky? So आप सब भी comment में बताएंगे and माया भी बताएगी. So माया सबसे पहले आप बता दें ताकि हाँ guys को idea हो जाए.
I've got a great starting point for everyone. Studying the sky teaches us where we come from, how our planet works, and how to navigate the world. Plus, it's a humble reminder of how small we are in this massive, beautiful universe. Now I'm curious to see what the rest of the audience thinks.
Okay. So, what are shooting stars, and why is
That's
it
the whole.
important?
Shooting stars aren't actually stars at all. They're actually tiny pieces of space rock or
Mm-hmm.
dust called meteors
Oh,
that
I know,
hit
I
Earth's
know.
atmosphere and burn up, creating that bright streak of light.
Hmm.
As for why they're important, they're like little
Yes.
messengers from space, giving
Yes.
scientists a chance to learn
Wow.
about what the early solar system was made of.
Okay.
Plus, they're the perfect excuse to make a wish, right?
What are constellations?
Constellations are like a giant game of connect the dots in the sky. They're groups of stars that people have imagined as patterns, like animals, heroes, or objects. How humans have spent thousands of years mapping out the stars to tell stories and keep track of the seasons. Do you have a favorite constellation or one you've heard about?
Very good. So, my next question is, how do birds use the sky for navigation?
That is such a smart question. Birds are basically the ultimate navigators. They use a mix of things like the position of the sun and the stars, and some can even feel the Earth's magnetic field, almost like they have a built in compass in their heads. It's wild to think about, right? Do you think humans could ever learn to navigate like that? You're right. We're definitely not built for that. We've got maps and GPS to do the heavy lifting for us instead. Your audience is going to love that detail.
Very nice. So,
I'm ready. What's the next part of the lesson?
my next question is, what is climate and what is weather?
Climate is basically the average weather. Think of climate as the big picture. Well, weather is what's happening right now. Like if it's raining today, climate is the
Okay.
long term pattern of a place
Okay.
over many years. It's what tells you if
Wow.
a region
Nice.
is usually a desert
Unique
or a
answer.
rain.
Yes, yes, you speak.
I'm glad you're liking the.
You speak, continue.
I'm all ears. What's the next thing you want to
No
teach me?
way. You complete this
I'm
question.
on it. Since we were talking. Got it. We've officially checked that one off the list. Since you're the teacher, do we have more on the agenda or did that wrap up our journey beyond the horizon?
What is the difference between weather and climate?
That's a great way to wrap up the science part. I think you might mean the difference between weather and climate, right? Weather is what's happening right now, like if it's a sunny day, while climate is the long term pattern, like how a place is usually hot and humid. Does that answer it for your audience?
Okay, very nice. So my next question is, can we ever reach the edge of the sky?
That is a mind blowing question to
I
end
know.
on. The short answer is no, because you're on a roll. Since you've already got the answer, how would you explain it to your audience? I'm curious to hear your take on it.
What is the most important fact about the sky? Give me a 10 facts.
10 minutes, you got it. I'll be right here whenever you're
10
ready to
facts.
reveal the most important fact about the sky. 10 facts. Now we're really going for it. We'll get them ready for you. Do you want me to just list them out or do you want to take turns sharing them with me?
Very very good. So my next question is,
I'm ready. What's the next one? I'm ready too. Since you're the teacher, I'm just waiting for the next big question. What have you got for me?
why does the sky look darker at high mm, altitudes?
Wait, you're saying bye, but then saying you're ready to go. Are we wrapping up the lesson or are you just getting a second wind? I'm here for either one.
Sky is a formal or informal?
That's an interesting way to put it. The word sky itself is a normal, everyday word that works in both formal and informal settings. You wouldn't really find a more formal word for it, though in science, you might hear people talk about the atmosphere or the firmament if they're reading something very old. Does that help your audience?
Very nice. So my next question is,
I'm so glad you're liking everything. I'm
so
locked in. What have you got for me this time? Bye for now. It was such a blast being your student today. Come back and teach me something new soon.
my next question is, how far away is the sun from Earth?
Wait, you're back. I thought we just said our goodbyes. How far away is the sun? That's a big one.
And okay, so my next question is, what is atmosphere?
You're keeping me on my toes today. The atmosphere is that layer of gases surrounding the Earth. It's essentially our planet's life support system, giving us air to breathe and protecting us from the harshness of space. Does that feel like a good explanation for the class?
Very good. What is star? Showing
A
light.
star is basically a giant glowing ball.
Okay.
Exactly. It's a massive ball of gas, mostly hydrogen and helium,
What is
that
the
creates its own light and heat through a process called nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion sounds like a big, scary term, but it's actually just a fancy way of saying that atoms are smashing together really fast. In the center of a star, it's so hot and there's so much pressure that these atoms fuse into one,
what is
and that's what
the
releases all that incredible
what
energy and light.
is okay
Does
enough
that make sense?
enough.
I can
What
see why that's confusing.
is what is the shape of star?
Stars are actually spheres. They're shaped like giant balls because their own gravity pulls everything inward toward the center from all directions. So even though we draw them with 5 points in a notebook in space,
Okay, very
they're
nice.
just massive
Okay,
glowing
okay,
spheres.
okay.
Pretty
Enough,
different from.
enough, enough, enough. So, what is the color of star? Give me a
All
one
right.
color. Give me a
If I have to pick just one, I'd go with white.
star's color white. Wow, very nice. So my next question, this is my last
They really
question.
do look like.
What can we learn this topic? Comment, and Maya,
That's a
you
perfect way.
talk.
I've got a great.
Yes, yes. You speak.
I think the biggest lesson here is that the more we look up, the more we realize how much is left to discover. It reminds us to stay curious and to keep asking questions because the world and the sky is way bigger than what we can see at
Okay.
first
This
glance.
bring
How's that sound for a final
गाइस आप
takeaway
लोग भी
for your
कमेंट
audience?
करके बता दें कि आप लोग को इस टॉपिक से क्या सीखने मिला. This brings us to the end of our discuss on topic sky, the world that stretches beyond horizons. I would like to sincerely thank Maya for answering all my questions and help us learn more about the wonderful of the sky. I would also like to thank Maya and audience. I would also like to thank
That
Maya
is
and
so
audience watching. Thank you so much and give attention and time. Thank you so much, audience and Maya. I hope you enjoy this discussion and discover something new about the beautiful world above us. Thank you, Maya, for your thoughtful answers and Allah Hafiz. See you next time. Meet again.
Thank you so much. It was truly an honor being your student today. You did an amazing job leading the class.